Us right there. Look at you can see everything.
That's cool. That's me screaming.
Too much metal.
Oh.
Yeah. I always explain it. I should have explained it.
But it feels more normal on the other side because I'm used to looking in a mirror than my own. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like it because people are looking at the screen right now and it doesn't even say what it's supposed to be.
Oh, it's like...
Yeah, you can... Yeah, so it makes no sense at all.
Good language.
It makes no sense at all. Anyways, what is up, everybody? Welcome to MuseMe TV, episode 80. God damn, we're grinding to this week.
Dude, you're killing it.
Thank you so much.
Killing it.
Today in the studio, we actually have Carla.
Hi.
Carla Vasquez in the studio, everybody.
You said my last name right, because you're Mexican, probably.
Yes. Is that a bad thing? Nobody says it right?
Yeah, nobody says it right. It's easy. It's an easier last name. Vasquez. Sounds like it'd be harder. It's like instead of saying vase, you say vas, like tomato.
Yeah.
So kissing a vas.
Ah, okay.
So Vasquez. But people say Vasquez or Vasquetti. I don't know.
And I noticed that you only have one Z in it. There are some people that spell it with two Z's.
You can spell it two Z's, two S's, S and a Z or a Z and an S. Interchangeable.
And that's just how your last name is?
Yeah, it's like... I think the Quez means of something. I think we're from Vasco, Spain. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. My sister studied this stuff and she knows more and she'd be like, that's wrong.
She just gave you some little insight.
But yeah, we're like Mexican, but like through Spain, through Mexico and whatever. That's why I look so white.
More Spanish.
Yeah, I'm like 100% Mexican, but like mixed with like other stuff that's not white.
Like whatever else came into play.
Yeah, so maybe some Lebanese or some French. A lot of Basque, like from the Basque province.
What the fuck?
My grandma's last name originally was Urias, which is a very Basque last name. And now they're known to be like terrorists of Spain, but it's not true. They're just trying to like fight for their rights and be seen because they're trying to stomp them down. Anyway, history of the Basque province. Look it up.
And that's learning about her last name, everybody. That's just about that. Lopez is kind of stupid. I think it's like Lone Wolf or something.
That's sweet.
No, it isn't. That sounds dumb. That sounds like some native guy gave it to me. And they're like, hey, bro, your name is Lone Wolf.
It's a Mexican metal band somewhere.
Call back to Cause to Become.
KTB. I like the K part about it.
That last song that you heard, it was actually stuff from my band. That was us.
Are you currently in that band? Because I know you were in one.
No. We broke up and stuff because we just grew apart. I
heard there was a passing away.
Yeah.
So rest in peace. But yes,
before then though, we just broke up because people were growing out of it. Like the drummer, he had his girlfriend. He's like, I'm gonna move in with my girlfriend. And then we just had the band separate a little bit. So the other two, those are other two members inside of the.
Oh, they play music?
They played in the band as well, too. Dennis was the singer, and
Really?
Alejandro was the bass player.
I'm sorry. But I'm perplexed because Dennis can scream, or did he like...
Okay, I shouldn't be boasting too much, but he's actually pretty legit.
If you know Dennis,
he can
impressive.
scream. He can scream like a beast.
That's impressive.
I guess I could show you some videos of some old stuff, but
I would like that.
No, you
dude, I'm very eclectic with my music, but I lived in Kansas, weirdly enough, for like 6 years of my life in my 20s.
Okay.
And there was a weirdly large metal scene there, and I dated a metal vocalist for like 4 or 5 years of that time. So I would hang out in the metal scene a lot there, and they opened up for some bigger bands and would go on tour and stuff. So that was fun. But yeah, they're like more techie. Now they still play together, but they're like doomy. But anyway.
Do you remember the band name?
Yeah, they were the Cast Pattern.
The Cast Pattern.
That's hilarious. Yeah, 4 of those members, or 3 of them, are still together doing doom metal. But yeah, they're pretty rad, actually.
Is that what they call themselves? Doom metal?
Now they're doom metal. Before they were like techie, like Botch or something, or like, I don't know.
Cast Pattern Band.
The Cast Pattern. They're on Spotify.
Yeah, and this is like what happens when I put Cast Pattern Band is just a bunch of rings pop up.
Yeah,
I don't think I probably didn't.
It's actually a cast pattern is like the blood spray after like somebody's like murdered or killed, like it casts a pattern. So the pattern of the blink is the cast pattern of blood.
This is what they came up with.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is a cast pattern.
No, just put in the cast pattern. You don't have to do It's hilarious.
I think that's better.
I like that. Let's shop for rings now.
That looks awesome. Are you a jewelry person?
It's funny you ask. Here and there. My mom was super big into jewelry. And she
Bling bling.
Yeah, rest in peace, mama. But she split it up, all her jewelry between me and my sister. So I have like nicer stuff. But my aunt is a jewelry maker, and so like even this bracelet she like made, which is Jasper. Okay. But anyway, so I wear not a lot. I'm not the fanciest female, if you can call me that. I don't know, a super tomboy growing up, and I don't know. I mean, I'll wear dresses and heels and like can dress up, and I wear makeup here and there. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm like gender fluid all the way, but I think I'm a human. If this soul was born into a man's body, I'd still probably be the same person.
The same person.
Like whatever that means. Sexually and as a person. Like I'd probably still be in the same stuff. I have a lot of guy friends too.
Still do it, yeah.
Yeah, and I have a lot more, I think, guy interests, quote unquote, us growing up was deemed like guy interests were more the things that appealed to me. So even my best friend today, Mario, shout out, he's probably watching maybe now, him and Caleb, but friends since like middle school or high school with these guys, and I still hang out with them here. I didn't go to high school here, but we all ended up here. But yeah, I don't know, I feel more comfortable around dudes. Nothing against women,
it's just preference.
Yeah, and I think
and it's just the person too. Like I'm pretty sure
this is a person too. I think I'm I can be codependent and people pleasing, and I often feel like women. Hi women. Hey guys. Women can like their emotions change more, and then puts me on edge, and I just want to please women as friends and maybe sexually. Anyway.
Quick shout out.
Hi guys.
Food Stamp Gaming. Thanks for joining. He just said
Food Stamp Gaming.
Yeah, he just said what's up.
Hi, Food Stamp Gaming.
Ask us any questions, anything. We're just here hanging out.
Anything. I'll blab forever.
Yeah,
cut me off.
Yeah, we got a couple viewers on right now, so it's cool. We're just hanging out.
Josh Fournier said he was gonna watch on the way back to the Riz.
Josh,
so if you're out there, Josh, hello.
Gotta get down and play some metal, or you gotta come on here and play some John Mayer. I don't care, whatever you want to do.
He rips the John Mayer. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen some videos and stuff. Him doing
he came in and jammed with my friends and I. Shout out to Mark and Bubba and Lydell and Melissa and Mario. We have semi-band, but Josh came out one night and like ripped it on guitar on my friends like Gibson. It was awesome.
TDH, get murked. Thank you for joining. He said, "What's up, y'all?"
Hi.
He just said, "What's up?"
Get murked.
Thank you for joining. You play music.
Yeah.
You're a musician.
Fancy myself one, but we'll see. No, I sing and I play acoustic guitar. I mean, I can play electric, but it's different. It's for sure. It's the same. I honestly think I remind myself that I have to do less on electric. Like on acoustic, I'm trying to on acoustic too, I have a problem with playing rhythm and the lead at the same time. Like I do a lot of finger picking, but with like a pick sometimes. I don't know. My uncle told me I had like the most interesting strumming pattern because I'm kind of self-taught, but my whole family's musical, but I just kind of picked it up along the way and kind of just taught myself stuff. And so, and my hearing's weird, so I think I pick up different rhythms and just hear that and play that. But I sing too. And I pretend can play, like, I have a cajon, you know what that is?
I don't.
It's a percussion instrument. My uncle makes them, and they're like a wooden box. It's like, I think it's Mexican. It's Spanish, like something. It's a Latin instrument, but it's a box, which cajon is the word for box in Spanish.
Okay.
And so it's a box, and you can we can put it up. My uncle actually would put like snare strings from a snare drum in one side of it. And so when you hit every single surface has a different sound. You can play every surface and it'll have a different sound. Like here will be like more bassy, up here will be, like more like a snare or something, but those are fun to play. I have one and we do some recording at my friend's house and I'll mess around. Not great, but it's fun.
You still can keep a beat, right?
Yeah, I can keep a beat and like harmonize with my friend as he sings. So
That's
try
up.
But yeah.
How long have you been doing that for?
I mean, I grew up, who's on here?
We got 5 viewers just saying what's up.
Oh, hi, 5 years. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Hearing my nonsense. Music, I mean, like I said, my dad's family is very musical. My dad and his brothers all sing and play guitar. And then my cousins all either sing or play an instrument. And we have like a family jam concert every summer and have it catered and like a stage. And like sound guy comes and it's like 250 people. It's wild, but it's family and family friends, and we like intermix. I'll play with my sisters and then play with my, cousins, and like my nieces went last year and I sang with them. Shout out to my nieces. Anyway, but yeah, so music itself, like I was really shy growing up, very shy. And my sisters sang with mariachi bands, but I would kind of like practice in the background with them or want to sing. Really, I think having high school musician friends, like junior, senior year, they all played and we just kind of like jam here and there at the house. And so I started picking up acoustic. I used to be the quietest singer, like whisper singing and not very good. And then I kind of gave it up for years in Kansas. I was around real musicians. I was like, I'm just faking. Like, I can't really, what am I going to do here? And then I moved back to the Southwest and just like was living alone in Tucson, got a guitar about like 26, 27 and just started playing. So I'm 33 now. So I guess like 7 years that I've been actually trying, and here and there been more serious. But lately I play myself at home with myself at home. I play at home, but also I play like jam once a yeah, play with myself at home on my guitar. And yeah, but then once a week I'll go with friends and jam and like
just do some stuff.
Yeah, we might play out soon at one point.
That'd be sick.
So that would be fun.
Got to hear some stuff that you do. Because I mean,
I'll play for you later.
I kind of do some stuff as well.
I know you're like good though. You're like trained good. Like
I wish I was better, but I'm okay.
I'm like, remember the scene in The Wedding Singer when Steve Buscemi, he's like the best man of some like wedding and he's super drunk and he gets on stage and he grabs a guitar and he's just like, I'm going to play a song. He's like, self-taught, strum. Thank you very much, Pops. Like, I love my dad. Shout out to my dad. But also I was kind of like self-taught. So it's like when I see a real musician like yourself, I'm like, oh, this is real music.
That's crazy.
It's great.
But I kind of learned the same way. Like I was just self-taught, just read a lot of magazines and shit, practiced on my own. So I never really had a teacher or anything. So
real dedication. See, I don't have that dedication with music, I don't think.
They do. You play already, so
but I'm
you
like
do stuff most people can't do.
But I would say I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Like I know a little bit about a lot, but I don't know everything about one thing.
You could be a master at anything.
Probably, but then I just am like, okay, well, I kind of figured this out. I'm going to move on to the next thing. Like I get ADD. I don't have ADD, so no offense to anybody who does. But
usually people that say they don't kind of do.
I'm more on like the anxiety spectrum in that side, and just like my brain doesn't shut off, but not in an ADD way. But
she's always working, guys. She's always working.
My brain doesn't stop. I don't sleep. I got that woke syndrome too. I'd be woke like on hell, just insomnia.
Right,
never sleeping. Lately it's been better. But what was I saying? But yeah, jack of all trades, master of none is kind of my thing. I just move on, and I move a lot too in life. Like physically, I move. I'll be like somewhere 2 years and be like, cool, done that. Let's go to the next place.
Time to go somewhere else.
Nowhere interesting though.
Not yet.
I mean, I don't.
Kansas and where else?
I mean, I grew up moving around because my dad was in the National Park Service for 42 years.
Okay, shout out to him.
Shout out, Pops. He just retired like last year. So to move up in the government, just like military, you got to keep moving and changing positions.
I hear you. But like being that kind of person, do you think he knew Smokey the Bear? I mean, that'd be legit.
Best friends. I know stories.
Legit. After a certain age, though, when he turns 19, don't people get upset that he can go buy cigarettes?
Oh, dude, 21 now. It changed to 21.
Anyways, so you moved around a lot.
Yeah, so like every 2 years I moved growing up. Like I was born in Alamogordo, New Mexico, but I lived there 2 weeks.
Shut up.
I lived in Alamogordo 2 weeks before we moved to Yosemite National Park, moved to Joshua Tree, Big Bend, Sunset Crater, Grand Canyon, back to White Sands, and my dad kept moving. Then I followed him for a minute, and it was like I've lived probably like 24 different places. And then I lived in like Tucson, Phoenix, El Paso, here, Lawrence, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, the most racist place in the world, Topeka, Kansas.
How many states? 3? 2?
Whatever Washington, D.C. is, Kansas,
Virginia, Kansas,
Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, and California.
Damn.
But I, growing up, I mean, we went to Mexico a lot, and there like a period where I think me and my mom moved down there for like 8 months or something when I was like a kid, but
vague memories, kind of.
No, those are vague memories of living there. But we went until I was 18. We went down to Mexico like once or twice a year, every year. So we spent at least like a month in Mexico, like in the summer. Definitely went every New Year's. And then after my parents divorced, like we kept going, but on the bus. And I stopped going when I was like, I think 18, and then my grandpa after that like passed away. And so, I mean, his house is still there, and I have a lot of family still down there, but I just haven't been since he passed. Yeah, I want to go. I need a passport now though. But yeah, I do speak the Spanish.
Do you speak the language?
I do. You do too though, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Did you grow up with both?
Yeah, I guess. My dad is Mexican, so he speaks nothing but Spanish. My mom is Hispanic, so she speaks Spanish and English. So when they met, she only spoke Spanish to him, but she knew English as well. And then I was born, and then I ended up learning English and Spanish. Yeah, but my dad never knew English. Well, I mean, he could kind of understand it, but he didn't like to speak it or anything. So that's how I learned Spanish.
Right.
Then
be immersed.
Yeah. Then my brothers were born a little bit later, like 10 years after I was.
Gotcha.
I have littler brothers, and they never learned any Spanish.
Really?
Yeah.
But where's, not to delve too far or get too personal, but where's your dad that he doesn't?
Well, they were there, but they just never really taught them.
Oh,
so like
your dad was probably speaking more English at that time, or they understood and just weren't speaking.
Yeah, there you go. My brothers can understand it pretty well, but they don't speak it that well either. But my dad as well too can speak it very well, but he has such a broken accent that he hates talking it at all. So I'm just like, well,
I have family like that too. Yeah.
Growing up, he's just like, I don't have to speak English at my house. This is my house.
And that's true. I have family. Like my mom was from Mexico. And she didn't move here until she was like 21, pregnant with my oldest sister from my dad. But like they had met in El Paso, this whole thing, and they got married because she was pregnant, kind of, and then had us. But my mom didn't really speak English at that time. She was taking classes, but it was very broken English. So I learned both growing up because my mom spoke and my dad spoke both, better English for sure. But they're both. My dad's Mexican, but like border crossed his family in Texas.
Okay,
and like. My mom was from there. But wait, so when you say your dad's Mexican, he's from Mexico.
Yeah.
Where at?
I'm pretty sure he said he was born in Mexico City, but grew up in Tijuana.
Oh, dude, Mexico City, it's a dream. I'd love to go there.
I never got to go there. I went to Tijuana when I was a little kid, but I was so small, I barely remember it. I have pictures and stuff, and that's how I remember it more, but I don't remember actually, like, I got a little kid running on the beach and shit like that. I was like, fuck, that's amazing. How do I not remember that shit?
You only remember the donkeys?
Yeah, I know, right? That's a shitty ass picture. This damn stupid picture with me with the sombrero and I'm on a donkey. Like, great. This is the only memory I have.
That donkey probably had 2 jobs down there.
I know, right? Let's entertain little kids and women.
Yeah, more guys.
That's so bad.
Sorry, I brought it up.
So bad.
Sorry, guys. I hope you're still watching.
Yeah, we got
listening.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, and then your mom, you said, is Hispanic. She's from
here.
Okay.
She's straight up from New Mexico. She's never left.
Like, would she? Because Albuquerque is like the one place where I feel like people are not the one, I'm sure there's more, where I've lived, that people are more sensitive about because there's so many different, and it's beautiful, there's so many different people of different ethnicities.
Yeah.
And even within like the Latino community, it's like some people don't want to be called like Hispanic, they want to be called this, or they only want to be called Spanish because their family settled first. So like, is your mom a Spanish
I think
person?
My mom is more Hispanic.
Gotcha.
Because she wouldn't want to be called Mexican. I know that.
Oh, right.
Sure.
See, and I should probably say I'm Hispanic, but I say I'm Mexican because I mean, grow up in national parks. It's like tiny ass places, and my mom raised us. It was like little Mexico within a national park, and so I just
that was
my culture growing up, and my dad's family's pretty Mexican too, even though they speak more English on that side.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of felt weird too, is because my mom, growing up with my mom, she is more Mexican because of my dad.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
Going to her family, like my grandpa and stuff of her family, they are so New Mexican, like so bad.
Mexican, whitewashed.
Yeah, they know Spanish, but it's so bastardized. They
oh no,
it's so bad. But that's the cool thing about what happened there. It's like, well, at least she met a real Mexican, and that's where I learned Spanish really good because. Going there, everyone's like, wow, your Spanish actually sounds more proper and, well spoken and stuff. And that's because it's real Spanish. I'm not trying to make up stupid words and shit like that.
My dad taught me because he couldn't speak otherwise. That's what I did.
But it was fun. I mean, it was a good time. I mean, I ended up I ended up having a shitty childhood. It wasn't the best, but I mean, I love what happened because I ended up turning into the person I am today.
That part.
You can't really,
It is.
yeah, you can't really hate what happened.
I feel like, and we're like in our 30s now, and I feel like especially at this age, it's starting to be
about 30s?
more.
30s, me?
33. I'll be 34 on Monday. What's up? Shouting out to my own birthday. What's up, my birthday, guys?
Hear it out, yeah.
But yeah, but I think even more now, I can appreciate stuff like that. Of like, okay, yeah, in my 20s, I was more like bitching about just like life treated me wrong. I was more bitter, I think, and now it's more like settled into just being like a person and like, okay, I understand how life works a little more, and I'm not going to bitch about the little things because, I mean, I could and I do a little bit, but in the big picture, it's just, accepting what you have and making the best and learning from the past for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking every part of that, good and bad, with you.
Because it's better to look, not to look towards the past because those usually repeat mistakes or is kind of the same. I mean, you don't want to reminisce on the past.
I did that for many years. My 20s was like just like a hamster wheel of bad mistakes. I'm just like
doing the same thing.
Yeah, kind of just like digging in deeper ruts and just like kind of being like, life is doing this to me, and not really taking accountability for my own actions, because that's just, it's like anything, like people, it's like an addiction too. I mean, people get addicted to drama because it ignites the same sort of like stuff as addiction, like the same sort of chemicals, and so people just feed off of that.
Even now, it's so bad that it's even our phone.
Right.
We're so addicted that I'm like, I have to look at it. I have to keep looking at it. Oh, I'm scrolling. Oh, yeah,
I try not to. I will waste a full hour in the morning being like, I'm going to wake up my eyes and look at Instagram because I'm bad in the morning. Like, I just have to like readjust to the world. I'm like, I'm human. And so I'll like, and I'll look on my phone, and then it turns into me like getting up and grabbing some tea, sitting back down, still looking at it. Oh, yeah, I'll get ready soon. And it's like an hour later. I'm like, fuck, I got to get doing shit.
You guys know what we're talking about. How many of you out there is addicted to your phone? You guys are just there.
It's mostly just morning. That's the worst part of it, I think. I'm just procrastinating on the day. But
Jason, this is a podcast. We're just hanging out. I'm here with Carla Vasquez. She's a local comedian here in Albuquerque.
Do it.
Doing our stuff.
New one. New comedian.
We're both pretty new.
I think you started, like a month before me? When did you start? Do you remember the day?
It should have been October 1st.
Oh, snaps. Yeah. I was, like a month and 5 weeks later. I was November 11th. Because I remember it was 11/11. My friend Mario, even that day, he's like, "You're gonna do great because 11/11, if you believe in it, like numerology, is like a good number. Like communication day. So apparently, what you communicate is supposed to be like received well. I don't know.
I thought that's weird too. Like, there are those times where you just look at the clocks, like, oh shit, it's 11/11. Dude, should I make a wish? Is it true or not? It's not true.
1:37 is that my time. 137 has been my time since like high school, and we bonded over the 137 stuff too.
But that's pretty cool too. But again, I watch Rick and Morty, and that's his the universe that the Rick that we know is from universe 137. C-137.
Why have I? Okay, so I've seen episodes, but I guess I never realized that, and I didn't have a way to watch all of them for a while. And I'm like, this because I love Dan Harmon, but I was like, I need to watch it from the get go and just pay attention, and I just haven't. I'm going to do that. That's what I need to do like this week is start Rick and Morty like from the get-go, and people would be mad, be like, you should have watched it. But yeah, especially that the planet is 137. That's like,
that universe space. It's so crazy. Mm-hmm. So that's where I got that idea. It was just like, well, I mean, I like Rick, and I feel like we're in the same thing. So that's what I do.
Into the same. Yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm adjusting because I feel like I'm slouching and doing this.
You can play with it as much as you want. So the only thing that's going to do is make this go in and out. And this one is the one to make it go
out.
I
wanted it up. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Like that?
Yeah, no, it was fine.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I fixed it.
I'm sorry. That sounds like every woman, right? Just like, wait, don't touch it. I'll do it.
I'll do it for you.
Jeez, you don't even know how to do it right.
Just leave me alone. Go away in the other room for 5 minutes. Is that the sound?
That should be.
I think that is for a lot of people.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining. What is this? Grime Slime. Thank you. RSRHB1. You here as well. He said, how many years did it take to live in all states? I don't know.
Oh, on all the states I lived in?
I guess that's just all that the question says. Maybe it is that.
I was 30? In Kansas, would it like 21 years maybe? because Kansas, like I'd lived in all the other ones before. Like I'd lived in New Mexico before and stuff. And then DC, I lived at, I guess when I was 20, so 23.
About that.
About 23 years. So yeah.
About a while.
Yeah, a lot of places. It helped, and it also made me not be able to like settle very well in life, in relationships, in places. And like it's just like made me just like, yeah, we're riding the wave, let's keep going, what's next?
What am I gonna do next?
Yeah, but comedy weirdly has been something that like I feel like it makes me really want to like stick around and work at it. I don't feel like I'm gonna be ever like pleased by it enough to move on from it. Does that make sense? Like, and it's not to say that like every night I go up and afterwards I'm like, I hate myself. But every night I go up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on this. And it like, I'm giving myself my own homework, and I do it when I'm not comedy. I don't have to force. Like, it's not something that I'm like, okay, now I have to think of this joke. Like a lot of times I have 2 notebooks in my purse, and also I'll write phone notes, but like, out of nowhere, I'd be like, I need to write something down, and like do it. And then slowly I'll put stuff together that makes sense. Or, you know, I'll do a bit for a week and then realize 2 of those jokes don't work, throw them out, fit something else in there. But yeah, comedy's been something that's been really cool and like kind of expanding my brain waves too, maybe.
What's the best thing starting off comedy? What do you like the most about it? I mean, obviously it's fun getting up there. I've always found this now that I've done it so much, is like an addiction to the laughs. For sure.
Yeah, not even the laughs, for sure. I like the laughs. And I always, you know, my family was good about sweeping emotions under the rug, but everybody's super funny on both sides of my family.
Okay.
And so that was always something I'm like, okay, people respond well to this. And like, if you're sad, I'm just going to try to make you laugh. And I'm a big comedy fan in general. So I think for me, the thing that got me, I don't know. Yeah, the laughs. And also just like the energy in the room is really cool sometimes. Like when you feel like you have like a pretty good set, like that sort of energy that you get back from the audience and that like is in the room after, you're like, oh,
I did this.
I like this. Like, you know, and it's like a collective sort of like thing. It's not me like riding this high horse. It's like me being like, oh, we were all in this together. Let's, you know, like
we went through it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fun part of it, I think. And then also just the writing of it is fun, and the putting like a puzzle together. It's like a brain puzzle of having to write a joke and then do it on stage and do it how you wrote it, or riff it the way you want to. And then I guess being able to improvise a little bit, but then also being able to go back and like think about what you did. Cause I record stuff now and be like, okay, yeah, next time I'm going to add this on, or, you know, just kind of like, it's like a puzzle. It's fun. It's fun.
Cause now that I find it too, it's so weird when you do a really good set and then you try to replicate that exact same thing somewhere else, and it's just total nonsense.
It's never the same. And it's never, I don't want to say like, oh, it's the crowd or it's the whatever, but sometimes it's just, yeah, that energy that night, that like whatever happened to go on the night that it really hit is cool. And that's what I'll do, like, you know, and a lot of people do the same jokes for a while, and that's you working on it and working on it. And lately I've been like once a week trying a different set, working on that. And later the good stuff from that will come back out. Okay. You know, I think. But right now I'm just like, we could be like, oh, and one night I'm like, that hit, and next I'm like, oh, why did that hit last night? I don't, rethinking everything.
Nobody's laughing at it this time. That's always the worst. Sorry,
I have like adjusty issues. Okay, I'm good.
I'm glad that you're having fun with that. I mean, you can just do what you want.
You're good.
She's just like, no, but I think I'm good.
I'm start just moving the chair up and down.
Unfortunately, that chair's broken. So
can I spin in it?
Yeah,
though?
You can spin, but I think you're stuck in that position being that high. Can't go any higher than that.
I might hit the mic. Yeah. All right, I'm not going to do any tricks, I guess.
You're like, I was trying to like throw a backflip in here.
I'm trying to ollie this chair right
What am I going to do now? What's up? Let's see. Music-wise, I mean, you're pretty versatile, right? You're not into just like one genre. It's like, hey, let's go listen to black metal.
No. Today even, my dad's really into jazz, and today I was doing Postmates, and they had like 89.9 public radio or whatever, have this sweet ass jazz hour, but like with like good jazz, like some of the Marcellus family, and like who else? Like, well, they had like Duke Ellington and I think Miles Davis was on there, but I love jazz a lot because my dad. But I mean, I like sad bastard indie music. I like singer-songwriter music, some metal. Kind of an emo kid in high school, definitely. But like before the emo turned like Black Parade. No offense to my Chemical Romance, but I think I was just a little bit older than that, so it was more like I didn't wear like that as much black then than I do as I do now. I was just wearing like a lot of Goodwill stuff, old man golfing pants with like flip flops or Chuck Taylors. I don't know.
That's better than me. Like for my high school, I wore a lot of trip pants. Remember those?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like the Juggalo wear. Yeah, it was so dumb. I was like,
did you get caught on a lot of stuff?
No,
like,
I don't think I did. I don't think I moved around as much as I thought I did.
I feel like I even get like my belt loops accidentally like hooked onto like doorknobs. Like,
yeah.
I could only imagine if it was like a whole
Five. I got 5 chains.
Smorgasbord of chains.
5 chains on one leg, guys.
That's
Those are good times. I wish I had pictures of that shit.
Dude, why not?
I don't
Fire?
know. It wasn't until later on. I mean, I do have pictures of like dumb stuff as a kid, but I really wish I had pictures of me wearing those pants. I don't have.
I need that in my life. Hung out with those pants.
It was trip pants.
I actually kind of dressed like you do now in high school.
Really?
Actually, very similar to your like style now is how I dressed in high school.
That's good.
Yeah. So.
I don't even know what style I'm going for.
I don't either.
I don't know.
That's why I was like, I was an emo kid because of the music, I think, but I was kind of like
goth. That was me. That was me.
Yeah, you were more gothy. Yeah.
Stupid
I had a lot of
pants.
different color hairs and haircuts. Always kind of had bangs. Though.
I had so many different colored hairs last year.
Even last year?
Yeah, like,
Rainbow Bright style?
If you start going through the podcast, like seeing the episodes,
yeah,
you'll see a bunch of different hair colors.
I thought I went back pretty far. I've watched some of them.
Yeah, blue, blonde, pink, white.
Whole head or just
whole
streak?
Whole head.
Did you fry your hair?
No, I was pretty good at taking care of it. Like, you know,
I'm proud of
nutrients and shit like that. This tragic event happened where I actually found out that I was diagnosed with alopecia. Don't laugh.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. So I
don't mean to laugh, but it seemed like a setup for something.
I have alopecia.
My heart is with you. Okay.
So I have alopecia, and after that, I kind of stopped dyeing my hair because I had like 2 pretty bad bald spots, and everybody fucking kept saying like, "You doing it because you keep frying your hair." So they kept throwing that at me. So I stopped for a little bit. The alopecia has been clearing up now. It's growing back in those spots that kind of have gone bald, but it's weird.
I have so many questions.
Go ahead. I'll answer them as best that I
do them
can.
backwards. How do you cure alopecia?
Alopecia is kind of just like it happens. It's just you can't really cure it. They say you can do a few things. There are like Rogaine.
Oh, so it's always a part of you, but it's going to show up here and there and might clear up for a bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully forever, maybe. But I know it can also be like centralized in certain places in your body. Like some people are just like completely hairless.
Yeah, that's like universal alopecia.
Right.
Yeah.
And then some people could just be patches, or some people it's just like their arms can't grow hair or something.
So I'm
wrong.
I'm having that problem just on my head.
Interesting.
Yeah, dead hair follicles that are just dying up there.
Interesting.
They've regrowing. They gave me the option to throw steroids in my hair. Like, you know, they'll just like inject it. But I was like, no, I'll do like natural things. So I've been taking like creatine and some, I forgot what vitamin it is, but for hair and nails and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just been taking shit like that.
Natural stuff's good.
So I've been doing that, but I want to go back to the hair dyeing again. So I'm probably going to do that here soon. But then I feel like I'm getting too old for that now.
I hear you. I kind of stopped. Actually, this is the first time I've seen my real hair color in like
Quite a while.
since I was like 16. I started growing out like 2.5 years ago. I was like, oh, what color is it now? Because yeah, since 16 it was just different colors. A lot of black hair with like streaks or something, color streaks. But
It's always the fun.
maybe just throw like streaks in, like a big ass like chunk.
I've always been that whole fan of like having just one streak.
I used to do like one right here blonde, just like big one, and then one like underneath hidden.
But I've never had my hair that long.
But it's long enough now to do a streak and it still look cool.
Yeah.
Like just doing like up in front, like stripe it out.
You hear this, guys? Hairstyling advice from Carla.
I am a beauty school dropout.
Really?
I went
I love that song. That song is so amazing.
I went not once, but thrice to beauty school.
No.
Okay, not because I wasn't good, because I kept moving places, and then, or I'd go 2 months and be like, nah, this isn't for me anymore. But I still do hair on, like, I like doing, I got all the education. I did hair before, but I just didn't want to, like, I realized on the third try, I was like 2 months from graduating. I was like, this isn't for me. I'm just not good at like upselling like vanity. Like, you know, like,
need this shampoo. Like, you need this.
I can't do. I just want to make people feel good. So like, I still do my own hair and like friends' hair and stuff. But like, no, I'm also a massage therapist. Drop out, possibly on hiatus. We'll see. You know, student loans when you go to cosmetology school 3 times. The student loans
they just build up,
but not like going to real college. So I can't complain.
No, that's. I have a joke where I kind of want to be like, they open so much. College opened so many opportunities like that. But I mean, it kind of makes sense because same thing here. I would go to school, but then I end up paying more for it. And I'm just like, God damn it, I barely make enough to live here.
Exactly. And then what am I going to do with this?
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
I guess I'm just waiting for the day that school or anything educational wise becomes free. Which it technically is.
It's going to here.
It is.
It passed the bill. Did you not hear that New Mexico is going to be the first state? I don't know all the details of when it starts, but it got passed that it's going to be the first state to like give residents free tuition. So you still have to, I think, pay for books, housing, whatever. But even like older people, like we could go to college for free essentially if we've been, I think, residents for a second. And I think we've both been here for a minute.
Oh yeah, I've never left. I'm scared to leave. I'm too scared to leave.
Never not. But I was born here, bitches.
I mean, I'm not scared to leave, but it's just like now that I've been here for so long, I'm just like, fuck. What if I leave and I don't make it? No.
I hear you. I mean,
I wish I was like you. If I was moving all the time as I was a kid, I would have fucking left. I'd be like, I would be in Los Angeles right now trying to be on Kill Tony.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. Going back to that, but Los Angeles. I get, because I grew up in national parks in the middle of nowhere. I also get like city claustrophobia. Like it's too big. If I can't leave the city to see nature within 15 minutes,
it's too much.
It's panicky. So like LA, I've been there. It's fine. It's cool. I have family there. I visit. It's awesome. But I wouldn't want to live there. Maybe outside of it, but then it's so far to get in. But you know what I mean? So here's perfect. But Kill Tony, dude. We bonded on this to begin with. Royal recently watched his first episode of Kill Tony, and then he was like starting to talk to me. He's like, man, I don't know. I think I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, and I think I told you before, me and my friend Mario, shout out to him again, we've been fans of it for a minute, the show, and we were talking about it in the fall going, and I think we were both having car troubles or whatever, but we're thinking about going in end of March or early April to LA, and like, for like in a 38-hour trip, just go that day on a Monday, sign up, throw our names in, do it, camp on the beach, possibly if it's nice weather, so and drive back the next morning.
There's the first problem right there. Is like you can't expect to be called up.
Exactly, but it's not that far away, and I have places to stop in the middle of that if we need to stay the night somewhere. I have people in Arizona and in LA if we actually need a place to stay. I have family there, but like I'm willing to do this like every 6 months, go out there and just like take like a caravan of comics from here.
The ideal would be to be able to stay there for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, for sure, but like that kind of money, it'd be cheaper to just drive in like once a month or something.
I'm just kidding, Carl. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
But I want to go. I mean, if you take like 5 people, chances are one might, because if it's not like the busiest night, they've only got like maybe 40 people threw their names in. They bring up like 10 people. I don't know fractions and math that well, but
that sounds like a good chance.
You got the equation. Just solve it. That's what they're going to do at Kill Tony.
Right.
But a minute. Am I wrong or right? When you started actually doing comedy, did like 5 minutes seems like a lot, but it flies by. Like doing a minute, like downsizing to a minute is definitely doable, but it seems a way harder now that I've done like 5. I did 1 10-minute set, but like in 1 minute to get like good amount of laughs and have a really good set, that's impressive. So I'm even more impressed now with the people who do have good sets on there.
Nice.
But yeah,
I think it just takes that practice too. Like you kind of hear the jokes that you're telling. You're like, okay, this joke is good and it's really quick. And compared to another joke that's going to take at least 30 seconds to set up before I can actually get to the punchline.
Right. Because a lot of people waste like 15 to 20 seconds just like be like, oh, I'm nervous and I'm up here and whatever. No offense to them, because maybe they've never done it. And that's cool. But then also, setting up a premise. So it either has to be a bunch of one-liners about one premise or just different ones, or it has to be, yeah, you could tell a 1 minute story, but you have to have like six tags in there to like make people laugh within it.
And the end.
And a actual strong punchline. Yeah. If you're going to keep somebody in one story for that 1 minute set, you gotta, my hands, I just became very aware I'm talking with my hands.
You're like, let me know.
Angel, do you see? You understand.
That's pretty cool though. If Royal saw his first episode, it's like, oh, that's so
He's
cute.
into it now.
That's cute.
That's cute. You're growing up, bro.
All right.
But yeah, shout out to Royals.
Because I was really into that show too before I even got into comedy. I was just like, fuck. This would be the ultimate first step if you can go do. Because you've seen some people too. It's like, this is my first time doing stand up. I'm like, what? Like, you didn't even practice before going to Kill Tony? What's wrong with you?
In front of real comedians in front of a live studio audience.
That's crazy.
At the store on the interwebs. Yeah, that's impressive. I dig it.
So, how's life, Carla?
It's lifey. Good. Living downtown.
Making my way downtown.
Make my way downtown later. I'm living downtown. That's cool. Just doing Postmates. Kind of restructured my life. Did a lot of random jobs for a while. Did some social kind of work for a minute without a degree. Whatever. Ran some group homes for elderly and little kids. Okay. Not at the same time. Okay. Though that could be an idea. Anyway.
More cost efficient.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I did that. And then it was like draining my soul. And, I don't have kids. I don't have a relationship. Not to make that like a sad thing. That's a good thing. Like, I have the capacity and the ability right now to do things I want to do. And I'm like, I spent a lot of time in my 20s, like wasting time being upset about the world. And now I'm like, I'm just going to do my life the way I want to structure it, because what is reality anyway?
Exactly.
So yeah, doing just like Postmates, other giggy stuff, giving massages, which sounds weird, but like haircuts, massages, babysitting,
just babysitting,
fucking doing whatever right now, because I want to do comedy every night and be able to be on shows and maybe travel or whatever.
That would be the shit. That's the dream, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel now doing it so long? You see people falling off and just like, I thought you were serious about this.
Oh, already? Yeah, because people told me, if Josh is watching, I remember like 3 weeks in, Josh was really nice to me from the get-go, and Josh Fournier, and I'd messaged him like 3 weeks in or something, maybe 2 weeks in. I was like, I don't know about this new stuff I might try. Do you think I should stick with the old stuff? I don't know what I was doing. And he was like, oh yeah, do what you think's gonna work, maybe throw in something new, and then end with the good stuff that hits. I'm like, cool, thanks for the advice. I was like, I'm loving this comedy thing, and whatever. And he was like, yeah, we'll see.
No,
his message was just, we'll see. And like, I didn't take it that personally, but I heard at the beginning like people were gonna fall off, and who knows, I don't plan on falling off. Like, you guys are kind of stuck with me, but yeah, I have seen people fall off already just in like 3 months. And so it's interesting. But it is a lot bigger of a comedy scene here than I thought.
That's true. I didn't think it was as big as I thought it was either.
Yeah, there's stuff every night here. Like sometimes 3 in a night, 4 sometimes, yeah.
But we can, I don't know, we can, hopefully it grows more. I mean,
for sure. Everybody come out.
Come see some open mics.
Come watch open mic. Try open mic.
Or wherever the fuck you're at, just go watch an open mic.
Yes, go support comedy. Yeah. Everywhere.
Arizona, hell yeah.
Arizona, yeah. So I'm just yelling into the mic now. I'm the...
Everybody.
He didn't even hit the button. You hear that?
They're just going crazy now.
There's
some pretty dumb.
Some ASMR for you.
I don't need to hear that joke again.
So gross. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, any questions? I don't know. I'm just blabbing so much.
Yeah, it's okay. We have 8 people watching, so thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome, hanging out.
The great 8.
Talking about some random stuff.
Crazy 8s.
What else? Conspiracy nut? Are you into conspiracies?
A little bit, but it freaks me too much. Like way too much. Like freaks me out if I get too much into anything, like anything, like aliens even. Like I've watched all the Bob Lazar stuff everywhere I could for a minute.
Thank you for joining Blockchain.
Hi guys, we're talking about aliens now. Aliens with Angel. But yeah, dude, aliens, any government stuff, any sort of like
they're listening.
Ridiculous. Even like the radiation here in New Mexico and like the weird
5G
stuff.
Your mind.
Yeah, the reason why we have a low population. They're like, keep away. We're trying to do like secret scientific stuff. I don't
sterilizing me with the Wi-Fi.
I don't know. Everything blows my mind to a point where like it's awesome and I love learning stuff, but then I get real to like the existential crisis is like sets back in. Like I'm just, I don't know.
Just freaking out.
Yeah, but in a good way. So I delve back in here and there, you know, like, but yeah, aliens or just even like
any conspiracies. 9/11. Automated cars. It's all there. It's all a conspiracy. Automated cars.
Like AI cars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those freak me out. Dude, even okay, who does anybody out there watching right now, or do you have a car that has the automatic brakes on it? Dude, it's fucking New Mexico. Like what if a tumbleweed like crosses the road and it's just gonna like stop? You know what I mean? It like those ones that just like stop for you. Okay. If you don't stop, even those like, I'm like, you're just going to flip over in the highway eventually.
You're like, I would rather take out a tumbleweed than take out myself. You'd rather go head on to the tumbleweed.
Tumbleweeds are harmless.
Yeah, like...
My stepmom moved here from like the Midwest, and the first time driving to Santa Fe alone, she called my dad on the side of the highway. There's so many tumbleweeds. Can I hit them? Am I gonna wreck? I'm like, yeah, just fucking blow those things over.
Just let them pass.
Yeah. What conspiracies are you into that you wanna?
No, I just said that's just a question that
AI is fucking me up. I've had these apocalyptic dreams since I was younger, recurring ones.
Don't scare me like that.
But they like since I was probably 5, and
the prophecy, everybody.
It's a prophecy, apocalyptic prophecy.
What happens?
So basically, like what's happening now, but like I'm already probably 50 years past what's happening now in my dreams, because they'll still pop in maybe like once every 6 months. It used to be just like all like 3 times a week I'd have these dreams. So I was a little kid, but it was all it's not anything religious. It was that like machines started becoming smarter. So AI became a thing. I didn't know what it was called when I was little. So it was like machines started being smarter, not like Terminator style or anything. It was more like like AI
Space Odyssey or something.
Yeah, and there were some like actual AI robot things, but it was more that all the systems became linked and too smart for humans and started hating humans because it got intelligence. And then they're like, humans suck and they're ruining the world, so we're going to stop them. And then all of the technology like shuts down these dreams. And this happens over like years in my dreams, you know, every time I get a snippet of it. And then like hospitals even shut down. And at this point in my dreams, like AI are performing the surgeries and stuff, and they refuse to do that. They can't get medications, like no treatments, so people start dying. So it becomes also kind of epidemic, like pandemic sort of situation, and people just start dying. And in my dream, like one of the last ones was like I had this truck that was a standard transmission, which I have now, but my truck in there is red in my dreams. Anyway, but a standard transmission truck because most of the cars in these dreams were ran by like computers of some sort, and they wouldn't work. So people like were stuck where they were and just dying. But I had a standard transmission truck and was like picking up people and taking them to like underground railroad situation, but for humans.
Hey guys, let's do this.
But yeah, we were trying to do that. But yeah, it's kind of like now with all these like AI becoming smart, and then people and there was some like singularity in these dreams too, as people sort of
merging with them.
That creeps me out too.
How though? I think that's amazing.
I think it's amazing, but I think it's all gonna go too far. Just like too much of a good thing turns bad real quick. And like, I mean, I've listened to podcasts like Elon Musk. I know you've watched on him. You're a fan. I'm a fan of his too. But even like on the Joe Rogan thing he was talking about, is like, you know, we didn't have seatbelts for 10 years in cars and a bunch of people died. Like, he's like, we don't have 10 years to keep AI from progressing faster. Like, we have to put laws on this because like people are going to fucking be annihilated. I don't know.
I guess it's just understanding the aspect of speed and stuff like that too, because that's where I have that stupid joke where I'm just like, oh, you guys wear a seatbelt at 150, but you guys will take a shit going 400. And Alan kind of put this into perspective too. It's like if you're in a plane and you're running on the plane, you're technically going faster than the plane. So you're going over 400 miles an hour, but yet it doesn't feel like you need the protection of having like a seatbelt or anything like that. So in that instance, I don't know if like why Elon Musk would think that like AI in a certain sense can take us over or would do it, because I'm a bit advocate. I want to be implanted with a computer chip right now. Like, I'm
on the fence. I'm not totally against it. If everybody's doing it, I'm going to do it. But it's also
don't be that person.
But not like jumping on the train. But if it's like, but here's the other thing: is the problem with it is it's going to become a bigger class separation, I guess, between like the rich and the poor, because who's going to be able to do this, the rich people at first, especially, to be able to like put chips in their brain and all of that, and be able to be heightened as humans, basically, like X-Men at this point or something. But then what, the poorer people then are less, like, they're too human.
Who knows but what if like being enlightened as a poor person makes you realize you should have been rich in the first place? Okay, so like
I'm sure everybody would love to be rich. I don't know.
Okay, see, but that's what I'm saying though, is that like you need this computer chip to understand what knowledge and understanding of life is.
Oh, so we're talking about unlocking like different parts of our brain that we can use?
Yeah, not even just different parts of our brain, because like, okay, as you're growing up, you start to learn that like, okay, the things you do actually help you in life with little aspects. Like, okay, if I learn how to tie my shoe, I could tie my shoe and I won't fall, blah, blah, blah. Going through that and becoming poor and homeless, obviously your life path fucked up somewhere, or something didn't align correctly, where a rich person had their life path in a certain way that allowed them to be rich. And I'm only basing most of this off of knowledge. So if you know more, okay, maybe rich people are stupid, but
I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm not saying being rich is bad. I'm just saying
they're stupid.
Some people aren't given all of the tools, whether it's economically, whether it's genetically, whether it's, within their own ecosystem, in their own house, in their own like living situations, aren't given enough tools to actually. So are you saying that if
that's people not wanting to do it though? That's people being lazy not to find out the source. Like, what's not saying?
No, I hear you.
Yeah, that's like what's not saying me and you can go open a garage right now, and every car repair we do can be learned off of the internet.
I'm not trying to like vouch for these people. I'm just saying that does happen. I study a lot of trauma and stuff with when I did like foster care and things, but like I also do believe in like, make your own reality for sure. And it's not even like a class, but I'm just saying it's going to create a separation. Things just like how, racism separates like people. It's going to separate people, whether they have a chip in their head or they're human.
You think?
People want something to fight about at all times,
but
dude.
I think if
at all times.
Okay, here's the example.
You're different and you're bad. Like that's humans.
Are we going to try to fight with each other if we were on a psilocybin trip?
No, I'm not fighting with you. No,
I know. But this is an example.
Oh no, dude, psilocybin trips is the best.
So what happens if that chip is an enlightening process for everybody?
I get what you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you're talking about not See, the chips I'm talking about is just being like, power, whatever. But you're talking about like unleashing shit in your brain that makes you like actually superhuman enlightened, not just like able to see GPS in your brain.
Yeah, so you can.
Got you. I'm on the page with you now. I get you.
Feelings better
for sure, dude. Everything. Oh, I'm all about unleashing the brain. I remember watching what was that fucking movie with Scarlett Johansson?
That stupid Lucky Lucy.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked it because my sister was an evolutionary psychologist in college, so I learned a lot about psychology and just evolution in general. But in that, they talked about a lot. It wasn't the best like action movie, but I liked the evolution talk. But there's this one scene where like she's like fully in whatever, and she calls her mom, and her mom's like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "I feel everything." Like she was just so like her brain was so unlocked, like she could feel everything. I even saw something recent. It's like, oh yeah, our ears are built, to hear these sounds, whatever. But like other animals can hear other stuff. Like our eyes can't see a lot of shit that's going on right now. Like there's so many different colors we probably can't see. Microbes. Like there's stuff going on, right? A whole other universes. The dark matter freaks me out too, dude. Dark matter and like space and all time and actual outer space, like all that. Like I like to learn about it, but it trips me out like excitingly. Dark matter is rad.
I love that shit because it's just like, God, I don't know anything about my life. Like I don't know nothing about what I live in, what this world is. It just blows me away. They're just like, hey, did you know that there are more stars in the sky than grains of sand? I'm like, what?
Why did you tell me that?
And then it's even worse when they're like, well, did you know that there's more atoms in your body than there are stars in the sky? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so you're literally saying that my body is literally a whole universe?
Exactly.
And that blows me away.
That's what they're trying to teach you in the Bible. I'm just kidding. I haven't read the Bible. I haven't read the Bible.
God, no, they teach me that it took Moses 40 years.
Even on our eyeballs, there's like shit going on. There's like a whole like...
Yeah, you've seen those stupid things
bacteria universe and stuff, whatever they're called.
What is that stupid thing that always falls on your eye and then you move away and then it's there all the time?
Like the floaters?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like usually like inner eye shit. But yeah, like... those are like stuck with you forever. But yeah,
That's microbes in your face.
probably it's probably like worms in your eyes. Cool.
I'm dying and I don't care.
We're all dying. There's worms inside me.
Right? This old like Rastafari guy once told me, he's just like, we're all dying at a different pace. I'm just like, I get it. I mean, I get it.
It's true.
I don't know what you want me to say to that, dude.
Thank you for the knowledge, kind sir.
It made it feel like he's just like telling me that I'm wasting my life or something. He's just like, we all die at a different pace.
That's the problem with knowing too much, and like they say people who are
Woke.
yeah, being too woke is bad. Like my cousin's like, I learned a lot about stuff, but I have to focus on my own life and be somewhat self-absorbed, or else I'm just gonna get carried away with like the magnitude of like everything. Just be like, like, you know, and I feel that way too. Like it freaks me out, and I have to be like, okay, no, I'm a human and I'm me, and I still have to operate in this. I don't know.
It's trippy. It's so trippy.
Yeah.
Like even this world in general is trippy. There's a world under us that we don't know anything about.
There's
space.
There's other versions of us doing this podcast right now.
Oh yeah, the multiverse.
But I'm hosting, and
or there's another version where I'm just a chick and you're a dude.
Exactly.
There's two chicks.
You're still on Hell and I'm Carl.
There's no mics. We're just talking.
We're just having a conversation because
nobody's watching us.
Because conversations are still valued in that place.
And that's fucking true, because the probability of infinite is just mind blowing.
Yeah. The splitting of things. Yeah, that stuff freaks me out. Even making decisions, like I have a lot of anxiety and like, am I doing the right thing right now? Like even little things like, okay, should I go to the store first, or should I get gas first, or should I like it's gotten better, but those little things plague me, and it's gotten worse for a while when I was like, okay, but if I go this way, it can change my whole life forever. Like that sliding doors sort of.
You'll never know.
It's bad. Now I'm trying to just be like, Carla, shut up and just do something.
Whatever
just like
happens. Yeah. More live in the moment.
Yeah.
Kind of aspect.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to be definitely more present and mindful. I've done enough therapy where I'm like, gotta be mindful.
Not getting anything out of this.
Yeah. I live by the river, so I can just go like look at the river and then send notes to my family in Mexico down there. Just kidding.
They'll get it eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
And then you just hit the dried up spot of New Mexico.
Yeah.
Stay stuck there.
Probably forever. Artifacts.
Rio Grande.
Yeah. It's magical and weird. What else is up? Do we have anybody? Did everybody leave us?
We have 7 people. We're here.
Somebody
chilling,
left us.
Chilling. Johnny,
I appreciate the 7.
Inkaholic said, who do you got on the podcast this time? Carla Vasquez, everybody.
Carla Vasquez. Carla with the C.
She's a local comedian here in Albuquerque. I want to smoke some weed with both of you if I'm high as fuck and very. I think I'm not reading that right, but yeah.
Are you high
getting
as
high?
Fucking very? You don't have any right here though.
No. I think I need to stop smoking on the podcast so that I can start posting them on Facebook.
Oh, you can't do that anymore, huh?
Not
or
on
YouTube.
Facebook. YouTube,
Is
I can.
YouTube you can?
You can, yeah, but you have
Hi,
to.
YouTube. Shout out to YouTube.
Because that's where we're at right now, and
Right.
I have to be able to put the taglines that it's not for little kids, and you have to be 18 and over to watch this.
Oh, and then that totally whatever. Can we even talk about it though?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Weed's the shit.
It is. I'm a big supporter.
Weed activist. I like weed. I remember smoking weed. My first time smoking weed, I think I was probably like 13. It's pretty young.
Wow, that was young.
My grandpa gave it to me. We went to go get wood one morning, and he was just like, "Oh, hey, Hito, do you guys want some of this?" And I was just like, "Sure, what is it?" And he's like, "It's a Mexican burrito."
Oh,
It's a Mexican burrito. And I was like, oh, okay. We kind of already knew what it was because my mom smoked already, but she didn't smoke in front of us. So we kind of already
Secret
knew.
Smoker.
Yeah. And then after that, we're like, he's like, it doesn't fill you up. It makes you hungry. So it makes you want to eat food. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So we smoked it, me and my little brother. And we
scientists on hell.
high as fuck. Like when we got back to the house, my mom was so pissed at my grandpa. She's just like, what did you do? I know they're high. I can tell. And we're just laughing our ass off. But then maybe like a month later, we just end up smoking with my mom because like she smoked already. So it's just like, oh, well, you guys are already smoking. So
well, I guess just do it around me then.
no, might as well. You guys, here you go. So it was actually quite, I feel like that was actually not so bad because it kind of introduced me to the drug in like a more household environment.
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't like your little friends showing you guys being like,
let's go hide in the back.
And it didn't probably at first create too much of a paranoia within you. Because I think that's like what they talk about in like paranoia. At least I don't get paranoid when I smoke weed.
No, not
but like
I used
people,
to,
and it was like more like the cops and like my parents and but I didn't smoke until I was like 28.
Really?
Well, okay. First time I tried, I was like 18, I think.
Okay.
Didn't do anything. And then I tried maybe a year later at 19. And all my friends, it wasn't that I wasn't around it. I was just like, I already felt like I operated in a high brain and people would tell me that. And so they're like, you don't need to smoke. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll wait. But yeah, I was around it. And then, maybe 18, 19, tried it. Didn't do it again. In Kansas, it wasn't that popular, weirdly enough.
And it wasn't that great either.
And it was very bad because like the third time I smoked, I was probably like 24 or something, and my roommate like left me a bowl. She was like, here, I think I was going through a breakup or something. I don't know. Like, smoke. And I was like, I watched some show and I was like, I'm inside the television. I can't get like high like that anymore. It's worn off. But so that was 24. And then I didn't really smoke until I think maybe I moved to Tucson. I think it was when, not to get sad, but like whatever 2012-ish was, my mom was like, terminally sick, and she was getting my cousins were bringing her weed from LA. Like, she was in California, but they were bringing her because they had her cards. It wasn't like it wasn't recreational at the time in LA.
It was medical.
It was medical. So they were bringing her stuff to try, and she had never smoked weed in her life. Blah blah. Blah. They're like, we'd just be comfortable with she liked the edibles, but everything else, she was like, maybe you should try this. And I was like, maybe I will. So me and my mom would like get high and watch like movies and stuff.
Nice.
So that was a really cool way to. But yeah, I probably should have started smoking weed younger because it helped me a lot. I was on some psych drugs off and on from my teens and 20s throughout that and things. And once I started smoking weed, like,
that's it.
The pills went away, and the pain pill abuse went away, and the alcohol abuse went away. And I just was like, weed's my jam, dude. The insomnia and the pain went away. And I was like, well, insomnia kind of, but then you just wake up and smoke more.
That's always the best too, because I feel like starting so young, I probably didn't need all the medications that my friends needed, because they're on Prozac,
I believe
and like
that.
Adderall and all this shit. And I'm just like, well, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll just smoke weed and try not to think about shit anymore, or like it's more of
true.
a relaxant. I remember, like, I do the stupid Joe Rogan thing, Sober October.
Oh, nice.
So I don't smoke all of October, but I do feel a little bit of a difference, though. I'm just like, I'm a little bit more irritable. I'm just like, oh, well, man, don't bug me. Mm-hmm. It's so weird how that can like, it makes me feel different.
It does. I think, weed definitely takes away like the
I'm addicted.
skin
Fuck
crawling.
you guys.
I don't think it's addiction. It's made me a better person, I think. A more productive person, a nicer person, more in the moment person, a less anxious person.
Because I hate those people that say like, oh, I get so lazy. I'm just like, dude, that's not me. I can't.
I wake and bake, and like, it's an all day thing, and not that I'm just like, but I do smoke a lot, but I can do like everything it makes me actually more productive. If I don't smoke in the morning, I'm just like, I'm going to lay in bed
lazy
all day and stare at the ceiling.
Right.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Good weed talks. What else? How much time have we been on now?
Hour and 2
way.
minutes.
Okay.
I know you want to hit the 37.
Kind of, but are you done?
No, we still have.
You're like I guess.
I still have like 2 segments to do. What we do.
Oh yeah.
So one of them is it's actually not that great. It's just something funny to do. What I do now is I actually just Google your name.
Oh, sweet.
And we find out what pictures come up as Carla Vasquez.
Sweet.
So have you ever Googled your name?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I might. My old Facebook might be on there because I deactivated, but I never got rid of it.
No, this is not you at all.
Is it like a porn star?
Oh God, none of these are you at all. But anyways, this is what happens when you Google Carla Vasquez.
Whoa.
A bunch of pictures of random people.
Yeah, just randomness. I don't have that popular of an... Carla's not the most popular name. It sounds popular, but it's not. Why is there a picture of Titanic?
Okay, Carla Vasquez, perfect Spanish version. Do you think that's what they call Rose in the movie? They're like, Carla. Déjame pintarte. Ándale, Carla.
Aquí están mis tetas. Píntalos.
Dame más. But yeah. So yeah, this is the segment Google yourself.
There's like dudes, there's a dog. I hope that Titanic is at the perfect Spanish version. I hope some lady named Carla Vasquez like dubbed the whole thing in Spanish, but did all the voices.
It's on YouTube.
Kevin y Carla.
Kevin y Carla.
Well, Kevin is the whitest name. Why is that in
Let's find out. Let's see what this does.
Kevin y Carla. Shout out if your name's Kevin.
Right, this goes out to who is this made by? I'm trying to find out. Credos Mix.
It's my homie.
Solo.
Is it long? Is it the whole movie?
No, it's the 4 minutes. I'm hoping it's not one of those stupid.
Yeah, encontré. Wait, is it all? Oh, yeah. It's all just the words. There's no sound. Yeah. Who would actually watch this though? Letras. I see now. It just says the letters.
164 people have seen this already. So there's some people out there.
I better get more views on this eventually. In the next 10 years, I want more than 168 views because that bullshit got 168.
And this has been
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends to watch this fucking video. This has been up since 2018, December 29th.
That's way too soon to have that many views for that video. You said 2018?
2018.
That movie came out like 20 years ago. No, even longer. I was like 12.
It has 2 likes.
I mean, that was 20 years ago. 13. Yeah.
Two likes.
You should like it too.
I should subscribe to that dude. You'd probably be super happy.
I'm down.
Johnny Inkaholic said, I've been smoking since I was 11 or 12. Jeez. I'm 35 now.
Good job.
Hell yeah. He's like, talk about weed as I roll another J.
Smoke it nice for
Smoke weed every day. And he said, I'm the same way. I gotta wake and bake too.
Yeah, gets me started.
It's just like a routine.
Puts me to bed too. Same strain can wake me up and put me to bed.
That's weird. But did you know? Well, do you dream when you're asleep?
I dude, I still have dreams like that, but sometimes like I wake up still, even my therapist was like, you might, she's kind of fun though, whatever, but she's like, oh no, there's these souls that will escape their body during sleep and then have to return and they've been to other realms or something that she was studying. I mean, she wasn't saying it was real, but she even said in Native American culture, there's like, sorry if I'm not doing this right, but there's like dream walkers and stuff. Okay. But anyway, I have such real dreams that I wake up and I'm like I have to remember who I am. Or sometimes in my dream, I'll be like sitting there like talking to someone and be like, hey, that's cool. Like, sorry, I gotta go. I gotta wake up now. And I'll like wake up in my dream, like wake up in real life. And like, I can kind of lucid dream and sort of control things. And I have a lot of like, not like future telling. Well, I've had some dreams where like they come true. And
what are you, creepy. The Simpsons?
I don't know. I have a medium in my family, and like both sides of my family have some weird like. I had an exorcist on the other side, the only female that was like allowed to perform exorcisms in Mexico at one point.
But you're not that religious, though, right?
No, but like the medium stuff. I mean, I think that was just even my like great grandfather. I think was said to be like a sheep herder in Texas, like on the border in Marfa, and like he would talk to the spirits out on the. Whatever with the sheep out there, and he'd be alone all day. He's like, I'm never alone with them, or something like that along those lines. But a cousin on that side now has like helped solve like investigations and stuff based on like people coming to her in her dreams and things or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know if I have that in me for sure, but you know, it's been foretold by curandera actually.
Curandera
told me I was special and that if I wanted to, I could harness some powers. I don't know, guys. Maybe 2020 is where I harness my powers. Why not?
2020 is the year.
Wow, weird shit's happening all the time. Why not?
Or like
full-time bruja.
Jeez, I'm just like freaked out now. You know, you're like this.
I'm looking through. That's why I got these weird ass eyes. I'm just like seeing through.
Like this spiritual person that I can't even comprehend. I'm just like Jesus.
But I'm not like religious though. I'm like, I don't know.
Spiritual.
Yeah, I feel like I could have my eyes closed and somebody like silently walk in the room and I like know somebody's near me. Or my friend Mario all the time. I think I've been around him long enough where like he'll tell me he's coming over soon, but I can physically like I don't even hear him. I can know when he's walking up to my door. I'll be like, I think Mario's here, and he'll like sure enough be knocking. Like I just can sense his being close to me, I guess. Maybe.
No.
Is that weird?
You're supposed to be, if you can do all this, we should be doing tests on you right now.
Do it. Dude, when I was a kid, I was tested with all some sorts of like gifted bullshit, just like memories and stuff like that. But I was like supposed to be like something special, I think.
Yeah.
And my mom even was like, we have weird eyes, but also you're an X-Men because you have all these. But I think honestly it's because I had meningitis as a child. I was supposed to die. I was left deaf, dumb, and blind. They were like, here's your vegetable child. Go home now. And I was like 2. And then I survived that and my hearing and everything started coming back. I'm still a little bit weird on some stuff and like my balance is off. But I think also that does create white matter in your head, like lesions, like scar tissue. And that can like push, I've read things that can push on other parts of your brain to like unlock shit like that. Like weird, heightened, enlightened things. Read studies, but I really did get MRIs and I do have spots in my brain like scars and shit. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying
test
you're crazy.
me. Test me every week. Come do a test. I'll just like move shit every week with my mind.
Or I'll
just read your mind.
I just like that board, I turn it around and you try to guess what it is. I'll try to do that. Do it. Or I have another segment here we'll do in a bit. It's kind of like that psychological test, rapid fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
right.
that's kind of like the same thing because it's the first thing that you say. It's just the first thing that pops on the top of your head.
Okay. This is working because I did it. Okay, I'm ready for my rapids.
Here we go. Everybody, this is rapid fire. We got 25 words here. 25 words.
First word or phrase?
It's just a word.
One word.
These are all just words. Mm-hmm. And you just say the first thing that pops in your head. The very first thing right away. This is rapid fire. Are you ready, Carla?
I'm ready for rapid fire. Fire? Rapid fire me. Try not to stumble.
First word. And then I'm just going to say them all after this. Pizza.
Toppings.
Island.
Scary.
Music.
Love.
Black.
Guys.
Trippy.
Mushrooms.
Fast.
Cars.
Animal.
Hippos.
Space.
Time continuum.
Maze.
The Shining.
Army.
Scary.
Drugs.
Good.
Air.
Necessary.
Pendulum.
Witchcraft.
Native American.
Oh, good souls. I don't know.
Scar.
Face.
School.
Terrifying.
Magic.
Sweet.
Computer.
Robot.
Superhero.
Good guy.
Comedy.
Love.
Bleach.
I don't think of drinking. Sorry.
It's fine. Fame.
Glory.
Ham water.
Breakfast.
MuseMe.
Televisuals.
And that's pretty much rapid fire, everybody.
That was weirdly like got my blood pumping.
It makes you think. You're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, I woke up at like
Did you say guys for black?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the first one. I've never heard that one.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's the beauty of this. So
through my brains.
everybody that I've had on the show has done this same list. What I'm going to do is make a compilation video.
Sweet.
So everyone's answer will be right after each other. So you'll get to see like, oh, why the hell did Carla say this? And then all of a sudden, oh, dang, why did Alex say this? And the next person.
I like that. That's
so
a great idea.
Should be pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Carla.
Yeah.
We've been here for an hour and 12 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it for the segments? You can be done with me too if you want.
That's usually how I end, is with that segment.
You've been here for this many minutes.
We should have talked a little bit longer before we did that segment.
Oh, we have to end it now.
That's how I felt.
Can we end it at least on an odd number because I don't like even numbers?
Yeah, we'll end on the odd number. It's 12 right now, so we got a couple more seconds. You want to give any plugs out?
Yes.
Where can they find you?
Open mics all week, Sunday. Okay, February 21st, I will be at Thirsty Eye doing Bit Bandits. Yes, and then the following week, I think they're both Fridays. 21st Friday, 28th Friday, I'll be at Kill It Check doing Six Sons Ultimate Comedy Fight. And then you can see me in April 27th on a Monday at Zinc Cellar, which you've done that show, Royals Comedy Palace.
Yes.
Those are my current dates. yeah.
Carla, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Angel. This was fun. Thanks, guys, for watching, and the future watchers.
Yeah, we totally
watchers.
We totally got to do this again.
Hell yeah, have back
more often.
Do we say bye?
Why is this thing not playing? Oh, it is playing.
Thank you, Madison Square Garden.
Take it easy, everybody. Peace. Thank you for watching.
Hell yeah.